So I have some kind of big news. I am not really one for like a big like drama drop on YouTube. That's not really my thing, but this is like a huge thing. You're gonna notice this in my content, so I feel like I have to share it with you. We are moving. The time is now, we're moving. We're saying goodbye to this place that helped me launch a career, grow my family, do all of those beautiful things, and we're saying goodbye. And it's such a bittersweet moment. So in today's video, I kind of want to reflect on my time here in this house, talk about where we're headed next, what design style I'm thinking for the next home, what items I'm bringing with me, and what items I'm like saying goodbye to. And we're also gonna get some closets organized because everything else is perfectly organized, but the closets are looking so bad. So I've partnered with QVC on today's video to kind of tackle those closets and get everything in order for the showings, but let's start walking down memory lane together. So if you've been here on this channel for a while, we live in this space here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and it is probably not a home I would have chosen for myself. My spouse chose it, and when we first moved in here, I was just kind of like, what am I gonna do with this space? Because I grew up in a home that was like, not traditional. Obviously, my home growing up was like rainbow and like super maximalist, but the framework of it was very traditional. Like we had the fireplace, we had the molding, all of that stuff. This place is so industrial. It's not something that I ever imagined for myself. And I went through the farmhouse trend, I went through the boho trend, I went through this, I went through that, and I finally stumbled upon like the contemporary look that brought all of you guys to me, and I'm so grateful for this home. And it has been like such an amazing space. I cannot believe how many makeovers I've done in just this one living room alone. Let me know down in the comments how many different iterations of this living room you have seen. You have seen me though be pretty married to a light colored sofa, which is something that I'm definitely bringing with me, and I think that's it. And like my brown, white, and black kind of color scheme, I think that's pretty much the only thing that's been consistent over my tenure here on YouTube. And so while over the past few years we have designed a beautiful home, packing it up is another thing. I would not say that packing is my strong suit because I'm one of those people who just throws everything in a box. You can't see into the box. I don't label the box. And then I have to rip everything open to find like the one candle that I'm looking for, which is why I'm so excited to partner with QVC on today's video because they have the best storage and organization finds you're going to find this spring. I'm using these Perea storage boxes for these closets, and these are the real deal. So Perry has an array of storage boxes you can use throughout your home, and I particularly like these storage boxes because one, they're collapsible, so when you're not using them, you can shove them under your sofa, under your bed. They're not gonna take up a huge amount of storage space when you're trying to store them. Two, they have windows, so you can see inside of them. Something that happens to me when I organize is that I'll throw everything in an organization bin. I don't label it because I think the labels are ugly or I like don't feel like it, and then I have no idea what's in this organization bin. So when I go looking for something, I end up opening up everything, therefore undoing all of the storage organization that I've done. They're also stackable, meaning that you can stack them on top of one another when you are storing them, which is really, really great. So you can kind of play Tetris in your closet instead of having things falling over and collapsing everywhere, because that also doesn't make for really good storage. Something else I like about these is that they have straps on them, so they're gonna make them really easy to move with when it's time for us to go. So I got the 3-piece large top storage box with nesting baskets and the set of 2 jumbo collapsible storage boxes. If you're looking to get organized this spring, maybe you're moving or maybe you just are tired of your home being an absolute mess, QVC is my go-to place for organization items. Whether you want storage items, home decor, lighting, beauty, fashion, QVC is the place for all of those things because QVC is home to tons of top brands and exclusive deals. Each and every time I log on to QVC.com, there is a new deal for me to take advantage of. Something else I love about QVC is that they have flexible payment plans and they have trustworthy reviews on their website so that you can feel good about what you're purchasing. To help even more with confidence in your purchases, QVC has their YouTube channel. I love QVC's YouTube channel because it is home to tons of behind the scenes content and product demos so that you can see those items being used so that you can be like, okay, this is gonna work for me. I wanna bring this home, let me add to cart. QVC allows you to try new brands and stock up on your favorites. So if you're ready to get organized and refresh your home for spring, click the links down in my description box to shop these organization finds from QVC. In terms of what I am gonna bring to the next home, what I'm thinking about doing is doing kind of just like a little sale here in my house. The only thing I really want to take with me is the sofa, our mattresses, and my artwork and my rugs, and like all of the furniture besides those things I kind of want to part with, because I think I've, you know, really enjoyed living with these items. I'm not sure I imagine them in like the next iteration of our home. So I'm gonna do like a little sale. And by sale, I mean probably just give away things for free to all of my friends and like followers here in Pittsburgh. YouTube has brought me the very, very best community. I've met so many of you. I've worked with so many of you. I have helped freely furnish so many of your homes during my time here, and it's been really, really amazing. I think this current home is incredibly industrial, and I think that it has served us super duper well. But there are a few features that I think that like I don't necessarily want in our next space. I think first, I would love a closed concept home. We have an open concept living and dining room, and I think as a parent, it is just so exhausting. Because I would really just like my child to be in the same room that I'm in at all times so that I can see her better, because I cannot tell you the number of laps I feel like I have to do between the kitchen and the living room. I know you're probably saying, Kiva, your home is not that big. That's true, but there are a lot of different obstacles that you can go around in this space. So I think closed concept also feels a lot more cozy, and I am someone who works from home, so I think it'll also just give me a lot more privacy and ability to do work while my family is also at home, which I think is gonna be a really great thing. Something I'm gonna miss about this home though is the really, really tall ceilings. I have toured tons of properties all over the country in the past few months, and I really haven't found one that has like the same level of height. So I think I'm gonna miss this so much. Every time I walk into a new house, I just am like, why do I feel a little bit claustrophobic? And it's due to the lack of height. I know that this is something that's really unique, but it just really helps the space feel so much larger than it is. Our house isn't actually really that like large in terms of square footage, but it feels so much larger because of the height. So that's something that I'm really going to miss. In our next home, I think I am going to abandon the dark paint colors. And I know that that is so crazy to say, and I really, really love them. I think I'll probably still have them in powder rooms and things like that. But I think the dark paint colors have just made it really difficult for me to like work in every different room in my home. And as a creator, I want to be able to design all the different rooms in my home and like be able to share them with you. And I felt like I wasn't really able to do that. And more importantly, I think dark paint shows like imperfections in the paint so much more, and it drives me bonkers every time I look into the room and I see a little scuff on the paint. I just like, my mental can't take that anymore. So I'm abandoning dark paint colors in the next home. I think the style in the next home will still be contemporary, but with a little bit more of a traditional flair. I'm really looking for really beautiful wainscoting. I'm looking for older details. I really want an older home. I don't want new construction, so I really want to lean into the architectural details and less into the paint. Like, you're not going to see me painting any type of the trim or anything like that. I want to kind of retain the integrity of the home, but I still want to have really contemporary pieces in terms of like the actual furniture, because I really like that juxtaposition. I think it just plays together really, really beautifully. And I think that will also stop my style from feeling so sterile. I actually really like my interior design style. Obviously, like, I live here, but it can read a little bit sterile just because of like the style of the home. So I think having the more traditional elements with the modern furniture will just make it a little bit more cozy. I want people to come into my home and feel like they want to hang out, like they want to stay and they want to relax, and I'm not sure it necessarily elicits that emotion right now. I think another thing we might be saying goodbye to a little bit more in the next home is the color black. So I love the color black. I think in terms of the 60-30-10, black is going to make its way from 60 down to 30. It's been 60 for the entire time I've been in my home, but I think it's just like a little bit too harsh. You guys are here when we redid the kitchen, and I think the kitchen, like, it's probably one of my least favorite parts of the home now, just because I think the cabinets are just a little bit too Scandinavian for my taste. It also has to do with like the style of cabinet I chose. Newsflash, I chose the cheapest ones, but it just doesn't read the way that I want it to. So I think I'm gonna have a little bit less black in my home. In an ideal situation, I'll be able to keep like the original cabinets, but if not, I might do like an accessible beige or an agreeable gray or something like that, something a little bit more warm and earthy, but I'm still gonna go crazy with like the stone. I want it to be bold, I want it to be in your face. I'm not abandoning the waterfall edges like everyone else is. I still like the dramatic, I still like kind of like the hyper masculine design. I think I just went too dark for the space because the space is so innately warm, and I think this was just kind of like, what's going on? Like, I think the kitchen looks nice in and of itself, but then when you look at it as a part of the rest of the home, it just feels kind of off. So that was a misstep for me, but I think that that is okay. Another thing that I think is gonna change in our next home is the type of metal that we use. So I am not abandoning gold, don't worry, but I think I'm going to mix metals in the next home. I think I'm starting to really appreciate nickel, not chrome, not silver, but nickel. I think I'm starting to appreciate nickel a ton. I'm really starting to enjoy champagne gold, and I feel like they really, you know, can sometimes read the same. So I'm excited to do that. I think it can help, you know, cool down something that's super warm. You know, I think in this home I went like super cool and then had accents that warms it up. I think I kind of want to like go the other way, and I think that will lend itself, especially because every property that I have toured has really, really warm flooring. So I think having, you know, nickel accents will help tone that down a little bit. In terms of what I'm kind of looking to do design wise, I definitely want our home to read a little bit more lounge-like, if that makes sense, and I want our bedrooms to feel really boutique-y. There won't be a TV in sight in any bedroom. That's just not something that I want in our homes. And I want every single room to feel like a boutique hotel. So I'm not changing my design style, but I think I want everything to be really carefully curated. Something that I got wrong in this house is that I think I went kind of like cheap with everything in succession, and then I got so frustrated that it didn't look perfect because I went cheap with everything that I like splurged on big pieces, and then I was like, oh wait, I just spent so much money on this, I can't undo it now. So I think I'm going to really take my time in the next home and go like room by room. I think I'm going to start in the living room and just work my way from there and not do like multiple projects at a time, because I think that's where things get messed up really, 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 really easily. So if something doesn't feel like a lounge, if something doesn't align with my mood board, and I'm going to mood board every single room instead of being like, oh, I like that piece, I'm just going to buy it, I'm not going to bring it into the home. That's like one of the biggest lessons I learned here. My grandmother always told me growing up, if you like something, you should bring it home because it's automatic going to work. She has not told me a greater lie in her 80 something years on this planet. That is not true. Just because you like something doesn't mean it looks good in the house. So I have to remember that. Something else I am going to bring with me from this home, just mentally, is the idea that every part of your home doesn't have to be the same style. I love our powder room. I love the simplicity of my daughter's bedroom. I love our bathroom, and all the styles are slightly different, and I think that that's okay. You know, we want cohesion in our homes, but they don't have to be perfect. They don't have to be like a copy paste. So I am excited to explore that more and give myself a little bit more grace. I think that is the era I'm going into in interior design, giving myself some grace when it comes to the decorating of my home. Good design takes time, and good design can be imperfect, and I am going to be okay with that. Can you tell? Kiva has evolved during her time in this home. But I cannot believe that we are saying goodbye. I owe so much. I think I owe my entire career to this home, because it is the place where I was able to DIY things, be creative, make mistakes, do house tours that went viral, get on TV, have really great opportunities, launch my interior design business. All of that is thanks to YouTube. So thank you for being in this home with me. Thank you for designing alongside me, and thank you for being here. And thank you for helping me get organized. I think these closets look so much better, and I'm feeling a lot more confident about the showings. If you want to pick up these Peru storage containers I shared in today's video, click the link down in my description box to shop them on QVC.com. QVC is home to tons of top brands and really high quality cleaning and organization finds that are going to get your home in tip-top shape this spring. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and until next time, have a beautiful day.